This morning is not asking you to prove anything. It is not asking you to hurry, to fight, or to carry the whole weight of your life before the day has even fully begun. It is asking something much softer from you. It is asking you to pause for one quiet moment and remember what is still true beneath all the noise. You are safe right now. You are being guided right now. You are deeply loved right now. Before the mind starts racing toward plans, problems, duties, and worries, there is this moment, a gentle moment, a living moment, a holy moment. And inside this moment, peace is still here, waiting for you to notice it. So take one slow breath and let yourself arrive. Let the breath move through your body like a quiet wave. Let your shoulders soften. Let your face relax. Let your chest loosen. There is no need to rush into fear. There is no need to begin the day with pressure. You are allowed to begin with peace. You are allowed to begin with trust. You are allowed to begin with the simple feeling that life is not against you. Life is holding you in ways you may not even see yet. Life is carrying pieces for you that you do not have to carry alone. Many people wake up and within seconds feel the old pull of worry. The mind quickly asks, what do I need to fix? What if something goes wrong? How will I handle everything? What if I am not enough for this day? But what if this morning could begin in a different way? What if, instead of meeting the day with fear, you met it with softness? What if, instead of bracing yourself, you opened your heart? What if the first truth you gave yourself today was not struggle, but safety, not pressure, but presence, not doubt, but love? There is something deeply healing about choosing a new inner beginning. Not because life outside changes in 1 second, but because something inside begins to open. And when something inside opens, everything starts to feel different. The same room feels different. The same morning light feels different. The same breath feels different. The same day that once looked heavy begins to feel possible. Not because every answer has arrived, but because your spirit remembers that it does not need to panic in order to be protected. You do not need fear to keep you safe. You do not need tension to hold your life together. You do not need to begin in survival mode to make it through the day. This morning can be your return to calm, your return to trust, your return to the quiet truth that there is a loving presence moving through your life, even now, even in the things you do not understand, even in the spaces where you feel uncertain, even in the parts of your heart that still feel tired. You are not waking up alone. You are waking up in a world that is still breathing with you, moving with you, supporting you in ways too deep for the mind to fully measure. There is a peaceful kind of power in remembering this early in the day. Before the phone, before the messages, before the demands, before the old patterns try to return, there is a chance to plant a different seed. And the seed is simple. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. These are not just nice words. These are words that can begin to change the way your body feels. They can change the way your thoughts move. They can change the way your energy meets the day. Because the heart listens to what you repeat. The nervous system listens to what you repeat. The mind learns from what you repeat. And life itself seems to open differently when your first inner message is peace instead of fear. Maybe you do not fully believe those words yet. That is all right. You do not have to force belief. You only have to become willing to sit with a better truth. You only have to let the possibility in. You only have to say, maybe I do not need to start the day afraid. Maybe I can begin by remembering that I am held. Maybe I can begin by letting one small drop of trust enter my heart. That is enough. One small opening is enough. One gentle breath is enough. One soft thought can begin to shift the whole direction of the morning. The world often teaches people to wake up tense, to wake up already behind, to wake up with a list of what is missing, what is wrong, what must be fixed, what must be earned. But your soul does not wake up that way. Deep down, your soul wakes up still connected to peace. Deep down, there is already a quiet wisdom inside you that knows how to begin again. Your deeper self is not in a rush. Your deeper self is not shouting. Your deeper self is not afraid of the day. It is waiting gently for you to notice it, like light waiting behind a curtain. There is a reason mornings matter so much. The way you begin becomes the tone that follows you. If you begin with fear, fear may color everything. If you begin with lack, lack may shape what you notice. If you begin with the feeling that you must fight the day, you may move through every hour as if life is a battle. But if you begin with trust, trust begins to guide your steps. If you begin with safety, your body starts to soften into a different rhythm. If you begin with love, even ordinary moments can start to feel sacred. This is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is not about denying pain or acting as if challenges are not real. It is about choosing the energy that will carry you through those things. It is about deciding that even if life has questions, you do not have to become one big question mark inside. Even if the path is not fully clear, you do not have to begin in panic. Even if there are things you wish were different, you can still begin from a place of being held. Peace does not require that every problem disappear first. Peace begins when you stop handing all your power to fear. You may have had mornings when your heart felt heavy before your feet touched the floor. Mornings when the mind started speaking before the day even had a chance to breathe. Mornings when old sadness, old pressure, or old uncertainty greeted you like an unwanted guest. And yet this morning can be different. Not because you have become someone else overnight, but because you can choose a new first thought. You can choose a new first feeling. You can choose to speak to yourself like someone who is worthy of gentleness. Maybe no one taught you how to begin the day in peace. Maybe you learned how to begin by preparing for disappointment, by protecting yourself with tension, by expecting struggle before it arrived. Maybe your body learned to wake up guarded. If that is true, then be very tender with yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. You were simply trying to stay safe in the ways you knew how. But there comes a moment when the heart longs for a better way, a softer way, a truer way, a way that does not begin with fear, but with faith. A way that does not begin with force, but with rest. This is that kind of morning, a morning to soften your grip on fear, a morning to loosen the old tightness in the chest, a morning to remember that not every day has to begin with an inner storm. Some days can begin like dawn itself, slowly, warmly, quietly. Some days can begin with stillness. Some days can begin with a hand on the heart and one honest breath that says, I am here now, and I choose peace. There is great comfort in remembering that you do not have to know everything about this day in order to be okay in it. You do not have to see every answer before breakfast. You do not have to solve your life before the morning light reaches the window. You only have to be here. You only have to take the next breath. You only have to let this moment remind you that your worth does not depend on how quickly you figure everything out. You are loved before you accomplish anything today. You are guided before you make your first decision. You are safe before anything on your list gets done. What a gentle truth that is. You are loved before the effort. You are guided before the planning. You are safe before the proving. Let that sink in slowly. Let it move through the places in you that feel tired. Let it touch the part of you that always feels it must do more to deserve rest. Let it reach the part of you that thinks peace has to be earned. Peace is not something you earn. It is something you allow. Love is not something you chase. It is something you open to. Safety is not always something you build with force. Often, it is something you remember when you come back to the present moment. And the present moment is kinder than fear would have you believe. Fear likes to rush ahead. Fear likes to create pictures of what might go wrong. Fear likes to pull old pain into the new day and act as if it is already happening again. But this moment, this simple morning moment, is asking for something else. It is asking you to look around gently, feel the air, notice the stillness, notice that right here, right now, you are breathing. Right here, right now, life has not abandoned you. Right here, right now, there is room for softness. Maybe the day ahead holds work, choices, conversations, or responsibilities. Maybe there are things you wish you did not have to face. But even so, you can meet them from a different inner place. You can meet them from a place that says, I do not walk into this day alone. I do not carry this day alone. I do not create strength by becoming hard. I create strength by becoming grounded. Real strength is not always loud. Sometimes real strength is the quiet choice to stay soft in a world that taught you to stay guarded. There is something very beautiful about a soft heart in the morning. A soft heart is not a weak heart. It is a clear heart. It is a listening heart. It is a heart that says, I will not begin the day by closing myself. I will begin by opening. I will begin by trusting that love can reach me. I will begin by trusting that guidance can find me. I will begin by trusting that safety is not far away from me. It is here, waiting to be felt. Imagine beginning each morning like this, not rushing into fear, but entering the day like a quiet prayer, not pushing yourself into tension, but meeting the morning as if it were a sacred space. Not asking first what could go wrong, but asking instead what good is trying to reach me today, what support is already here, what guidance is gently making its way toward me, what love is present in forms I have not noticed yet. These are softer questions, kinder questions. And the heart opens differently when it is asked kinder questions. The morning is not only a time on the clock, it is an opening. It is a doorway. It is a chance to choose what kind of energy you will stand in. And no matter how yesterday felt, no matter how long you have carried worry, no matter how many mornings started in heaviness before this one, this moment is still new. This breath is still new. This chance to begin again is still here. Life has not taken that from you. Grace has not taken that from you. Love has not taken that from you. So before the day pulls at you, let your spirit settle into this. There is something greater than fear walking with you. There is wisdom beyond your anxious thoughts. There is peace deeper than your uncertainty. There is a love that does not disappear when you feel confused, tired, or human. That love remains. That guidance remains. That safety remains. And you can return to it now. Take another slow breath and let the morning hold you. You do not need to become someone new in order to receive this peace. You only need to stop running from it. You only need to stop talking over it with worry. You only need to stop believing that tension is the only way to prepare for life. Let this morning teach you something gentler. Let it teach you that peace can be your first step. Trust can be your first step. Softness can be your first step. And from that first step, the whole day can begin to change. This moment matters. The way you begin matters. The energy you speak into your own heart matters. So choose slowly now. Choose carefully. Choose lovingly. Begin this day by telling yourself the truth your soul has been waiting to hear. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. Let those words become the sunrise inside you. Let them rise before fear rises. Let them warm the places in you that have felt cold. Let them remind you that this day does not begin with pressure. It begins with presence. It begins with breath. It begins with grace. And in that grace, something beautiful starts to happen. The breath gets easier. The chest opens, the body softens, the mind begins to loosen its tight hold. You stop standing at the door of the day as if it were an enemy. You begin to step into it as if life might actually be on your side, because it is. In ways seen and unseen, known and unknown, life is still for you. And this morning is your invitation to remember it. You do not need to control everything in order to feel safe. This truth is simple, but it can feel very deep when it finally reaches the heart. So many people have learned to tie safety to control. If I can predict everything, then maybe I can relax. If I can plan every detail, then maybe I can breathe. If I can keep every outcome in my hands, then maybe nothing painful will happen. But the truth is that control rarely brings the peace it promises. It usually brings tension. It brings overthinking. It brings inner pressure. It makes the shoulders tighten, the breath shorten, and the mind keep running in circles. Control asks you to hold the entire sky with bare hands, and no human heart was made to live that way. Real peace begins in a different place. It begins when you soften. It begins when you stop fighting the moment you are in. It begins when you stop believing that fear is the same thing as wisdom. It begins when you remember that life has always been moving in ways bigger than your plans. There is a flow to life, a quiet intelligence, a steady unfolding that does not need your panic in order to work. In fact, many times the more tightly you grip, the harder it becomes to feel that life is carrying you. But when you soften, when you pause, when you let the breath open space inside you, that hidden support becomes easier to feel. This is the main truth. Safety is not created by force. Guidance is not heard through panic. Love is not felt through inner struggle. These things are most deeply known when you become still enough, soft enough, open enough to receive them. That may sound very gentle, but it is powerful. It changes the whole way you move through the day. Because the moment you stop trying to force life to obey your fear, you begin to notice that life has been holding you in ways your fear could never see. Think of how often the mind says, I have to make sure everything goes right. I have to stay alert. I have to think through every danger. I have to keep pushing. I have to hold everything together. But this kind of inner pressure does not create peace. It creates exhaustion. It turns every little thing into a test. It makes rest feel undeserved. It makes uncertainty feel unbearable. It pulls you away from the quiet support that is present beneath the noise. And the saddest part is that many people become so used to this feeling that they begin to think tension is normal, even necessary. They begin to believe that if they are not worrying, they are not being responsible. If they are not tense, they are not prepared. If they are not controlling, they are not safe. But there is another way to live, a wiser way, a calmer way, a way that says, I will do what I can, but I will not try to control what was never mine to control. I will show up with care, but I will not worship fear. I will take steps, but I will not mistake tightness for strength. This is where peace begins to enter. Peace enters when you stop asking yourself to carry the whole world. Peace enters when you begin to trust that you are supported by something greater than your worrying mind. Peace enters when you stop trying to wrestle life into shape and begin to walk with it instead. Sometimes life is like a river. When you push against it with all your strength, you tire yourself quickly. You swallow fear. You lose breath. You feel alone. But when you stop fighting and begin to move with the current, something changes. The same river that felt so hard begins to carry you. The same life that felt so heavy begins to feel more gentle. This does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you stop acting. It means you stop wasting your spirit in the fight against what is already here. It means you stop making an enemy out of uncertainty. It means you begin to trust that flow does not mean danger. Sometimes flow means support. Sometimes flow means life knows how to move better than fear does. Many people are deeply tired, not because life is impossible, but because they are trying to live it with clenched hands. They are trying to hold every answer, every outcome, every future moment all at once. And the body feels it. The heart feels it. The sleep feels it. The joy feels it. There is no room left for ease when everything inside is held so tightly. But the beautiful thing is that the body also knows when truth enters. The body knows when you stop pressuring it with fear. The body knows when you say, maybe I do not need to hold all of this so hard. Maybe I am allowed to breathe now. Maybe I am allowed to trust that this moment can hold me. You may not be able to control every outcome today, but you can choose the energy with which you meet the day. You can choose whether you will meet it with fear or with trust. You can choose whether you will begin by tightening or softening. You can choose whether your first movement will be one of pressure or one of presence. That choice matters because even when the outer world is not fully in your hands, your inner posture still shapes your experience. If you meet life with a closed fist, everything feels harder. If you meet life with open hands, you begin to notice where grace has room to enter. There is so much relief in no longer demanding that the mind know everything before the heart can rest. The mind may always want one more answer, one more sign, one more guarantee, one more reason to believe things will work out. But peace does not wait for every answer. Peace grows when you decide that not knowing does not mean you are abandoned. Not knowing does not mean you are unsafe. Not knowing does not mean you are unloved. Sometimes not knowing is just where trust begins. This can be very hard for people who have lived through painful things. When life has hurt you, control can feel like protection. Worry can feel like preparation. Tension can feel like survival. And if that is true for you, then be gentle with yourself. There is a reason your heart learned these habits. There is a reason your mind tries to run ahead. There is a reason your body braces. But healing often begins when you realize that the habits that once helped you survive may no longer be the same habits that help you feel peace. Survival and peace are not always built the same way. Survival says brace. Peace says breathe. Survival says grip tighter. Peace says soften. Survival says do not trust. Peace says trust again, slowly, carefully, one breath at a time. You do not have to jump into perfect trust in one moment. You do not have to become fearless overnight. You do not have to force yourself into calm. That would just be another form of control. Instead, you can begin with something smaller and kinder. You can begin by noticing. Noticing how your body feels when fear takes over. Noticing how your mind starts to race. Noticing the places where you tense without even meaning to. And then, in that noticing, you can gently choose something different. One slower breath, one softer thought, one kinder sentence to yourself. One small release of the grip. That is how trust grows, not in pressure, but in practice. The beautiful truth is that life has been supporting you even on the days when you thought you were doing everything alone. So much has held you already. The breath keeps arriving. Morning keeps coming. New chances keep opening. Strength rises in you when you need it. Ideas come, help comes, rest comes, insight comes. Sometimes not in the exact form you expected, but life keeps showing signs that it is moving with you. The problem is not always that support is absent. Many times it is that fear is so loud it drowns out the quieter voice of support. That is why softness matters. Softness lowers the noise. Softness makes room to hear. When you soften, you begin to hear the deeper messages beneath the fear. You begin to hear that you are not behind. You begin to hear that you are not alone. You begin to hear that one uncertain moment does not mean the whole path is lost. You begin to hear that your worth is not hanging on whether today goes perfectly. You begin to hear that there is love around you even in the middle of becoming. But these truths cannot always enter when the mind is locked in battle. They enter when you loosen. They enter when you pause. They enter when you say, just for this moment, I release the need to control everything. There is wisdom in that sentence. I release the need to control everything. Not because you stop caring, but because you stop trying to carry what fear tells you is yours. Some things belong to action. Some things belong to time. Some things belong to life itself. And it is not your job to manage every unseen detail of the universe. It is your job to stay present, to stay open, to do what is yours with love, and then to let life move too. That is partnership. That is trust. That is peace. Imagine how different a morning feels when you stop asking, how can I control every possible outcome today, and begin asking, How can I stay grounded, open, and calm no matter what comes? That one change shifts everything. One question is built on fear, the other is built on trust. One tries to close around life, the other learns how to move with life. One drains you before the day even begins. The other gives you strength that can last through the day. The heart does not bloom under constant pressure. It blooms under kindness. The nervous system does not calm down because you threaten it into peace. It calms down when it feels safe enough to let go. Your spirit does not deepen because you control harder. It deepens because you trust deeper. These are gentle truths, but they are life-changing. They remind you that peace is not found at the end of perfect planning. Peace is found in the middle of surrendering what was never truly yours to hold. There will always be things in life you cannot fully control. Other people, timing, outcomes, changes, endings, beginnings, delays, surprises. But there is a quiet freedom in no longer treating that fact as a disaster. There is freedom in saying, I do not need to control everything to be okay. I can be here. I can breathe. I can listen. I can trust. I can let life meet me too. This is not weakness. This is deep inner strength. It takes strength to soften when fear tells you to harden. It takes strength to trust when the old habit is to tense. It takes strength to say, I will not let worry become the ruler of this day. And the more you practice this, the more you begin to feel that peace is not far away. It is not hidden in some future moment when everything becomes perfect. It is available now, in this breath, in this small release, in this quiet willingness to trust. Peace comes when you stop fighting the now. Guidance comes when the mind grows still enough to hear. Love is felt when the heart is no longer braced against life. This is why the morning is such a holy place to begin. Because before the day becomes full, you can choose what will lead you. Will fear lead you or trust? Will tightness lead you or softness? Will pressure lead you or peace? That choice may seem small, but it shapes so much. It shapes how you walk, how you speak, how you think, how you receive, how you respond. A calm beginning does not promise a perfect day, but it gives you a truer foundation. And a true foundation matters more than false certainty ever could. Let this truth settle into you now. You do not need to control everything to feel safe. You only need to come back to the breath. You only need to soften your body a little. You only need to release the idea that tension is the same thing as care. You only need to remember that life has not asked you to hold every outcome. It has only asked you to be present enough to walk with it. And in that walking, in that breathing, in that softening, something beautiful begins. The day stops feeling like a threat. It begins to feel like a path you can walk gently, a path you can walk with support, a path you can walk while being guided and deeply loved. Place your hand on your heart for a moment and feel the quiet warmth there. Feel the gentle rise and fall beneath your palm. Feel that you are here. Feel that you are alive in this moment. Let this simple touch bring you back to yourself, not to your duties, not to your worries, not to the noise waiting outside this moment, just back to yourself, back to the steady place within you that still knows how to breathe, how to listen, how to receive. And from this place, say softly, I am safe, I am guided, I am deeply loved. Say it slowly, not like a task, but like a truth you are allowing to enter. I am safe, I am guided, I am deeply loved. Let each line have space. Let each line rest inside you for a second. You do not need to rush these words. They are not here to impress the mind. They are here to comfort the heart. They are here to remind the body that it does not need to begin the day in defense. They are here to create a new feeling inside, a feeling of being held, of being supported, of being known by life in a loving way. I am safe. These words can be medicine when the mind has learned to wake up in fear. They are simple words, but they speak directly to the places inside you that have felt tense for too long. They speak to the nervous system. They speak to the hidden fear in the chest. They speak to the part of you that always feels it has to be ready for the worst. I am safe does not mean every part of life is fully known. It means that in this moment, you choose not to hand yourself over to fear. It means you choose to begin by creating inner ground beneath your feet. It means you say to your own body, you can soften now. You do not have to brace so hard. For many people, the words, I am safe, can feel emotional. Sometimes they sound beautiful. Sometimes they feel unfamiliar. Sometimes they touch a sadness that has been waiting a long time to be seen. That is all right. Let the words do their quiet work. Let them meet you where you are. You do not need to force yourself to feel a certain way. You only need to let the words rest in you. Even if they feel new, even if they feel tender, even if they awaken tears you did not expect, let them remain. Sometimes healing begins not when you fully believe a loving truth, but when you finally become willing to hear it. I am guided. What a comforting sentence this is. It means you do not have to figure out everything alone. It means your life is not moving without wisdom. It means there is a deeper intelligence at work, one that can see beyond what your mind sees today. Guidance does not always arrive as a loud answer. Often it comes quietly. It comes as a feeling, a soft knowing, a small next step, a pause that protects you, a door that opens gently, a thought that rises at just the right time, a sense that says, not this way, try that way. When you say, I am guided, you begin to relax the pressure of having to know the whole path at once. So many people carry the heavy belief that they must always know exactly what to do. They believe that if they do not have every answer, they are failing. But life has never asked that of you. Life often reveals itself one step at a time. Guidance often comes in pieces, not in complete maps. The problem is that fear wants the full map before it agrees to move. Trust, on the other hand, is willing to take the next step with an open heart. When you say, "I am guided," you tell your soul that it is allowed to stop forcing. You tell your mind that it is allowed to listen. You tell the day that you are willing to walk with life, not against it. And then there is this beautiful line, "I am deeply loved." Let those words rest in the center of you. Deeply loved, not a little loved, not conditionally loved, not loved only on your strongest days, your happiest days, your most successful days. Deeply loved, loved in your becoming, loved in your healing, loved in your questions, loved when you are strong and loved when you are tired, loved when you feel clear and loved when you feel unsure. There is something in the human heart that softens when it hears this kind of truth. Because so many people live as if love must be earned again and again. But the deeper truth is that love is not absent from you. It surrounds you. It lives in the breath, in the light, in the quiet support that keeps reaching for you every day. To say "I am deeply loved" is to remember that your life is not empty of care. It is to remember that existence itself is still meeting you with life. The breath keeps coming. Morning keeps arriving. The heart keeps beating. New mercies keep finding their way into your days, even when you do not always notice them at first. Love may not always look like what the mind expected. Sometimes it looks like rest. Sometimes it looks like a delay that saved you. Sometimes it looks like strength arriving exactly when you thought you had none left. Sometimes it looks like a quiet peace in the middle of uncertainty. Sometimes it looks like a person, a word, a prayer, a moment of sunlight, a small kindness that reaches you right when your spirit needs it most. Love is often gentle like that, deep, steady, present. Say the affirmation again now, even more softly. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. Feel how the words move together. Safety grounds you. Guidance steadies you. Love softens you. Safety helps the body relax. Guidance helps the mind trust. Love helps the heart open. This is why these words are so powerful in the morning. They touch whole being. They do not only speak to thought, they speak to energy. They speak to memory. They speak to the hidden places where old fear still lives. And as they speak, something inside begins to loosen. Affirmations are not meant to be empty repetition. They are meant to be a new inner atmosphere. They are meant to shape the feeling you live in. When you repeat a fearful thought over and over, it creates a fearful atmosphere in the body. When you repeat a peaceful truth over and over, it begins to create a peaceful atmosphere in the body. This is why your morning words matter. What you say into yourself becomes part of what you carry. If your first words are full of pressure, the day feels heavy. If your first words are full of calm truth, the day begins to open differently. Maybe there have been many mornings when your inner voice was not kind. Maybe it said, "Get up, hurry, you are late, you are behind, you are not ready, you have too much to do, something will go wrong." If that has been your habit, then this affirmation is not just a nice idea. It is a new path. It is a different way of speaking to yourself. It is a new relationship with your own inner world. It says, "I will not begin by frightening myself. I will begin by grounding myself. I will not begin by pushing myself into fear. I will begin by bringing myself back to love." There is real power in a calm, repeated truth. The mind may not believe it right away, but the heart hears it. The body hears it. The deeper self hears it. And with time, repetition begins to feel like remembrance. At first you may say, "I am safe," and feel unsure. But if you stay with it, one day the body responds differently. One day the breath deepens sooner. One day the chest loosens faster. One day the heart says, "Yes, I know this feeling. I remember this place. I remember what it is like not to begin in fear. I remember what it is like to feel held." That is why this affirmation is not something to rush through once and forget. It can become part of your morning practice. It can be the bridge between sleep and waking, between fear and peace, between old patterns and new ones. You can say it before your feet touch the floor. You can say it while the morning light enters the room. You can say it when the mind begins to race. You can say it when the chest begins to tighten. You can say it when you are about to step into the day and want to remember who you are beneath the worry. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. Notice the simplicity of the words. They are simple on purpose. The heart does not need complicated language. The soul does not need hard words. What heals most deeply is often very plain, very gentle, very clear. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. Anyone can say these words. Anyone can return to them. Anyone can let them become a resting place inside. The beauty of a simple the beauty of a affirmation is that it can travel with you. It can meet you anywhere. In bed, in the kitchen, in the car, at work, in a hard moment, in a quiet moment. It is always available. And every time you say it, You are choosing what kind of energy will shape your morning. Safety instead of alarm, guidance instead of confusion, love instead of pressure. The outer day may still have movement, tasks, unknowns, and change. But your inner beginning can still be different. Your inner beginning can be kind. Your inner beginning can be holy. Your inner beginning can say, before the world asks anything of me, I return to truth. There is also something deeply healing about saying these words with your hand on your heart. That touch matters. It tells the body that you are here with it. It tells the younger, more afraid parts of you that they are not alone. It tells your inner world that you are not trying to leave it behind or silence it. You are meeting it with presence. You are meeting it with care. You are not saying, stop being afraid. You are saying, come here. Let me remind you of what is true. This is why the affirmation can begin to feel like comfort instead of effort. It becomes an act of love toward yourself. Perhaps the most beautiful thing about this affirmation is that it does not demand perfection. You can say it on a peaceful day. You can say it on a hard day. You can say it when you feel strong. You can say it when you feel shaky. It is not a reward for doing life well. It is support for living life honestly. It meets you exactly where you are. And that is real love. Real love does not wait until you have everything together. Real love reaches you in the middle of the morning, in the middle of your becoming, in the middle of your not knowing, and says, even here, you are safe. Even here, you are guided. Even here, you are deeply loved. As you repeat the words, let them spread through the body. Let I am safe move into the shoulders and soften them. Let I am guided move into the mind and quiet it. Let I am deeply loved move into the chest and warm it. Let the affirmation travel down into the stomach where fear often sits. Let it move into the jaw where tension often hides. Let it move into the breath where peace can begin again. You do not need to see this happening for it to matter. Just let the words move. Just let the truth enter. Just let yourself receive. If the mind says, but what about this problem? What about that uncertainty? What about what I still do not know? Gently return to the affirmation. Not to argue with the mind, but to steady it. Not to deny reality, but to give yourself a truer center from which to meet reality. The affirmation is not escape, it is grounding. It is not pretending, it is remembering. It is not weakness, it is alignment. It brings you back to the place where you are no longer led only by fear. So stay here for another quiet moment. Hand on heart, breath soft, morning still around you, and say it once more with tenderness. I am safe, I am guided, I am deeply loved. Let that be the first home you enter today. Let that be the first direction you follow. Let that be the first truth you carry into every hour that comes after. Right now, in this very moment, you are allowed to stop rushing inside yourself. You are allowed to stop running ahead in your mind. You are allowed to stop carrying the whole day before it has even unfolded. There is a quiet safety available to you now, not later when everything is solved, not someday when life feels more certain, but now, in this breath, in this room, in this moment. The mind may still want to wander into the future. It may still want to replay the past. It may still want to search for danger, answers, and control. But beneath all of that movement, there is a steady place inside you that has not disappeared. There is a calm place that still knows how to be here. There is a grounded place that still knows how to rest in the present moment. So many people are taught to look for safety only in outer things. They look for it in plans, in money, in approval, in answers, in control, in knowing exactly what will happen next. And while these things may bring comfort for a while, real peace begins somewhere deeper. Real peace begins when you can sit with yourself and say, in this moment, I am here, I am breathing, and I am okay. That is where true safety starts. It starts within. It starts in your relationship with the now. It starts in the way you speak to your own body and your own heart when fear tries to rise. The present moment is often much softer than the mind says it is. The mind likes to build storms out of what has not happened yet. It imagines all the ways things could go wrong. It remembers old pain and places it in front of you as if it must happen again. It creates pressure before the day even has a chance to speak for itself. But this moment is different. This moment does not ask you to carry tomorrow. This moment does not ask you to solve next week. This moment only asks you to breathe and be here. This moment only asks you to remember that peace is always found now, never in fear's imagined future. Take a slow breath and notice what is already supporting you. The ground is beneath you. The breath is moving through you. Your heart is still beating without you having to command it. Life is still holding you in quiet ways. Even if your thoughts are loud, something deeper in you remains steady. Even if feelings rise and fall, the present moment is still here, waiting to receive you gently. There is great comfort in that. There is comfort in knowing that no matter how far the mind travels, you can always return to this breath, this body, this now. Sometimes people think that being present means ignoring their pain, but that is not true. Being present means meeting yourself with honesty instead of panic. It means noticing what you feel without becoming swallowed by it. It means saying, yes, I feel this and I am still here. Yes, there is uncertainty and I am still breathing. Yes, I have questions, and I am still held in this moment. Presence is not denial. Presence is trust. It is the gentle act of staying with yourself without making fear bigger than it already is. You do not need to make this moment more complicated than it is. You do not need to turn it into a test. You do not need to search for everything that could go wrong. Right now, just notice the simple things. Notice the air on your skin. Notice the breath entering and leaving. Notice the feeling of your body resting where it is. Notice that you are not falling apart in this exact second. Notice that you are still here. Notice that the morning has come and you are being given one more chance to meet life with softness instead of struggle. There is such healing in simple noticing. When you notice gently, the body begins to trust you. The nervous system begins to understand that it does not have to stay on high alert all the time. The mind begins to slow down, even if only a little. And that little slowing matters. That little softening matters. That little return to the present moment begins to tell your whole being a new story. The new story says, I do not have to live as if danger is always here. I do not have to begin the day in alarm. I do not have to abandon myself to anxious thoughts. I can return to this moment. I can breathe. I can stay. The truth is that fear often wants to pull you away from your own life. It pulls you away from the beauty in front of you. It pulls you away from the support already here. It pulls you away from the quiet signs that life is still moving with care. But presence brings you back. Presence says, look again, feel again, listen again. There is more here than fear is showing you. There is still peace in this room. There is still life in this breath. There is still support in this day that has only just begun. You may have woken up with a heavy heart. You may have opened your eyes and felt the old ache trying to return. You may have felt pressure, sadness, or the weight of things you have been carrying for too long. If that is true, then be tender with yourself. Do not demand instant peace. Do not force your heart to feel something it is not ready to feel. Just stay close to yourself. Just keep breathing. Just let this moment be a place where you do not have to perform or pretend. Safety grows in gentle spaces. Peace deepens when you stop trying to fight your own inner experience. There is no shame in needing to come back to the present moment again and again. That is part of being human. The mind wanders, fear rises, old habits return, and still you can come back. Each time you return, you are building trust. Each time you return, you are telling yourself, I will not leave you alone in fear. I will not let worry decide everything. I will come back to the breath. I will come back to the now. I will come back to the truth that this moment can still hold me. It can be helpful to speak softly to yourself here. You might say, in this moment, I am safe. In this breath, I am okay. Right now, I do not need to carry everything. These words are not small. They are grounding. They help your body understand that the emergency your mind is trying to create is not the whole truth. They help your heart rest from all the pressure it has been under. They help you remember that the present moment is not asking you to solve your whole life. It is only asking you to live this breath gently. And there is more support in this breath than you may realize. The breath itself is a kind of guidance. It comes in and out, steady and faithful. It reminds you that life is still moving through you. It reminds you that you do not have to force everything. Some things are already happening for you. Some things are already being carried. You are not making the sun rise. You are not making your heart beat. You are not making life itself continue. So much is already being held by a deeper rhythm. That same rhythm can hold you now if you allow yourself to soften into it. There is something sacred about letting the present moment be enough for a little while. Not because your dreams do not matter, not because your questions do not matter, but because your peace matters too. And peace is always waiting in the now. Peace is never found in racing ahead of yourself. Peace is found when you let this moment touch you, when you let this breath calm you, when you let yourself feel that you are not separate from support. You are inside it already. Imagine what it would feel like to stop fighting the morning, to stop pushing against what is, to stop beginning each day as if life were a burden you had to drag behind you. What if instead you let the morning meet you? What if you let the present moment be a quiet friend? What if you trusted that this moment is not empty of care? These are not silly questions. They open something. They make room for a new experience. They allow the heart to soften around life instead of hardening against it. Sometimes the deepest healing does not come from a big answer. Sometimes it comes from one quiet moment where the body finally feels safe enough to unclench. One moment where the chest opens, one moment where the jaw relaxes, one moment where the breath becomes easier, one moment where you stop telling yourself that you must be ready for battle, one moment where you remember that you are allowed to exist gently. See, moments matter more than you think. They are not small. They are the places where peace begins to rebuild itself inside you. So if the mind starts running again, do not be harsh with yourself. Just come back. Come back to the hand on the heart. Come back to the breath. Come back to the chair, the bed, the floor beneath you. Come back to the light in the room. Come back to the sound of this morning. Come back to the truth that you are alive in this moment and that this moment is enough to hold you right now. You do not need to know what comes later to rest here for a breath. Safety is not always dramatic. Often it is very quiet. It is the choice to stay with yourself kindly. It is the choice to stop speaking harshly to your own heart. It is the choice to breathe before reacting. It is the choice to remember that you do not have to become afraid in order to be prepared. True safety feels like soft grounding. It feels like space in the chest. It feels like returning to what is real instead of what fear is inventing. It feels like being with yourself without war. Let this become part of your morning now. Not a performance, not a pressure, not one more thing to do perfectly. Just a gentle return, a gentle coming home. The kind of home that lives inside the present moment. The kind of home that welcomes you exactly as you are. The kind of home that says, you do not need to carry all of it right now. Come back to this breath. Come back to this body. Come back to this now. You are safe enough to be here. And as you stay here, even for a few breaths, something begins to change. The morning no longer feels so sharp. The day no longer feels so far ahead. The body no longer feels like it must guard every doorway. You begin to remember what it feels like to simply exist without pushing, to simply breathe without fear leading the way, to simply let the present moment be your first place of peace. That is a beautiful way to begin. That is a healing way to begin. That is how safety slowly becomes something you no longer search for only outside of yourself. It becomes something you remember within. You do not need to see the whole path to trust that you are being led. This is one of the gentlest truths the heart can learn. The mind often wants every answer before it agrees to relax. It wants to know where things are going, how they will happen, when they will happen, and what each step will look like. It wants a full map before it takes the next breath in peace. But life does not always move that way. Life often shows you one small step, then another, then another. Guidance usually arrives in pieces. It arrives quietly. It arrives in timing. It arrives in small openings, soft nudges, and changes that only make sense later. There are seasons when the path feels clear, and there are seasons when it does not. There are days when you feel certain, and there are days when you do not know what comes next. But not knowing is not the same as being lost. Unclear does not mean abandoned. A pause does not mean life has stopped working. Silence does not mean nothing is happening. So much can be unfolding beneath the surface while your eyes are still adjusting. So much can be moving behind the scenes while your heart is still learning to trust what it cannot yet see. Think of how many times in life things only made sense after some time had passed. In the moment, a closed door felt painful, a delay felt frustrating, a change felt confusing. But later you saw that something was being protected, redirected, or prepared. Later you understood why one path did not open and another one did. Later you saw that life had not been ignoring you at all. It had been guiding you in a way you could not understand yet. This is often how guidance works. It is not always loud in the moment, but it becomes clear in time. The heart becomes much lighter when it stops demanding that the future explain itself right now. You do not need all of tomorrow's answers this morning. You do not need to see 10 steps ahead to take one faithful step today. What if guidance is already present in the small things, in the feeling that tells you to slow down, in the quiet peace that comes when something is right, in the unease that gently warns you when something is not, in the unexpected delay that turns out to protect you, in the conversation that comes at just the right moment, in the idea that arrives when you finally stop forcing. Guidance is often simple like that. It speaks in whispers more than shouts. Many people miss guidance because they expect it to look dramatic. They wait for one huge sign, one perfect answer, one sudden clear voice that removes all doubt forever. But life is often much softer. Guidance can come as a deep breath that tells you not to rush. It can come as a feeling of peace around a decision. It can come as tiredness that asks you to rest. It can come as a change in direction you did not plan but suddenly know you need. It can come as patience. It can come as stillness. It can come as the simple sense that you do not need to force what is not opening. There is wisdom in learning to trust this softer kind of leading. It requires a quieter heart. It requires space inside. It requires that you stop treating uncertainty as proof that nothing is working, because life may be guiding you in ways you cannot measure yet. The answer may already be moving toward you. The right timing may already be forming. The new path may already be preparing itself, even if it has not fully appeared. There is a hidden kindness in that thought. It means the path does not depend only on your ability to figure everything out something. G greater is moving too. You may be standing in a season where you do not know what comes next. If so, breathe gently here. Not knowing can feel tender. It can stir fear. It can make the mind want to run in every direction. But maybe this season is not asking you to figure out the whole road. Maybe it is only asking you to trust the next right step. Maybe it is asking you to listen more deeply. Maybe it is asking you to stop filling every silence with worry and instead let some of that silence teach you. Silence can be holy when you stop treating it like punishment. Silence can be a place where guidance gathers. Life has a way of arranging things in its own order. Sometimes one piece needs to move before another. Sometimes one chapter must close before the next can open. Sometimes your own heart needs time to become ready for what it is asking for. This is not failure. This is unfolding. There is a rhythm to life that is wiser than panic. Panic wants everything now. Guidance works through timing. Panic says, push harder. Guidance says, listen. Panic says something is wrong because you do not see the end. Guidance says, stay here, the next piece will come. What would happen if you trusted that life is not late with you? What would happen if you believed that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, not left behind, but guided in ways that are still becoming visible? That belief does not make you passive. It makes you peaceful. It helps you stop fighting every delay as if it were an enemy. It helps you stop calling every pause a failure. It helps you understand that your journey is not broken simply because it is not happening on the schedule fear prefers. There is such comfort in saying, I do not know everything, but I trust that I am being led. That sentence softens the need to control. It softens the shame of not having all the answers. It softens the fear that you are somehow doing life wrong because the road is not fully clear. You are not doing it wrong. You are living it. And living often means walking through spaces where trust must grow before clarity fully arrives. That does not mean you are off course. It may mean you are right in the middle of learning how to walk with a deeper kind of faith. Sometimes guidance shows up by removing something. A plan changes. A door closes. A person leaves. An idea you thought would work no longer fits. It is easy to call that loss, and sometimes it is loss. But even in loss, guidance can still be present. Not every ending is punishment. Not every change is a mistake. Some endings clear the path. Some changes protect the future. Some disappointments turn the heart in the direction it truly needed to go. This can be hard to see in the moment, but it becomes easier when you stop assuming that only easy things can be guidance. At times, guidance is simply the invitation to wait without fear, to remain open, to stay soft, to not force what is not ready. Waiting can feel uncomfortable when the mind wants proof right now. But waiting does not mean nothing is happening. Seeds grow in hidden places first. Morning light rises slowly. The tide turns in its time. Nature is full of quiet preparation. Life is full of quiet preparation too. Just because you cannot see the roots does not mean growth is absent. Just because you cannot see the full path does not mean you are not being led on it. And when the next step comes, it often feels simpler than the mind expected. Guidance usually meets you in the place you are already standing. It gives you enough for now, enough courage for today, enough clarity for this decision, enough strength for this moment. Life rarely hands you the whole future at once because you do not need it all at once. You only need what belongs to this day. That is why coming back to the present is so important. It is here that guidance becomes easier to feel. It is here that the next step becomes visible. You are not required to force certainty. You are allowed to grow trust instead. Trust says, even if I do not understand everything, I believe I am being carried somewhere meaningful. Trust says, even if the path looks quiet, I know life is still moving. Trust says, even when the answer is not yet here, I will not turn against myself. I will stay open. I will stay gentle. I will stay willing to listen. These are not small acts. They create a whole different way of living, a softer way, a wiser way, a freer way. If you feel unsure today, let that be all right. You do not need to be ashamed of not knowing. You do not need to act stronger than you feel. You only need to stay close to what is true now. The next step will reveal itself when it is time. The right door will open when it is time. The guidance you need will meet you when it is time. And until then, life is still with you. You are not standing in emptiness. You are standing in a process. You are standing in becoming. You are standing in the middle of a path that may be hidden in places, but is still real. So breathe into that now. Let your heart rest from the need to see everything all at once. Let your mind rest from trying to force certainty out of fear. Let your body rest from carrying tomorrow before today has even unfolded. Life is already guiding you, even here, even now, even in the spaces that feel unclear. You do not need to see the whole road to trust the ground beneath your feet. One step is enough. One breath is enough. One quiet willingness to listen is enough. The path will keep meeting you as you walk. There is a love around you that does not leave when the day feels uncertain. There is a love beneath your life that does not disappear when your thoughts become heavy. There is a love holding you that is deeper than mood, deeper than fear, deeper than any temporary storm passing through your heart. You are deeply loved by life itself. Not only on your good days, not only when you feel clear, strong, calm, and grateful. You are deeply loved even when you feel tired, confused, emotional, or unsure. Love does not wait for you to become perfect. Love meets you where you are. Many people have learned to think of love as something fragile, something that depends on approval, success, or getting everything right. They begin to believe that when they struggle, love gets farther away. When they feel lost, love becomes harder to find. When they do not have answers, they must be doing something wrong. But the deeper truth is much kinder than that. Love is not always loud, but it is steady. Love is not always dramatic, but it is present. Love often shows itself in the smallest ways, in ways the hurried mind can easily miss. It is there in the breath that keeps arriving. It is there in the warmth of morning light. It is there in the way life continues to offer you one more day, one more chance, one more beginning. You are not forgotten. Let those words rest in you. You are not forgotten. Life has not misplaced you. Grace has not passed over you. Support has not been kept from you forever. Even when the path feels quiet, even when the heart feels tender, Even when nothing seems to be moving as quickly as you hoped, you are still held in a love far greater than your fear can measure. That love does not always announce itself in the way the mind expects. Sometimes it is soft. Sometimes it is hidden inside small mercies. Sometimes it is the strength that rises in you at exactly the moment you need it. Sometimes it is the peace that visits you in the middle of a hard hour. Sometimes it is the gentle reminder that says, "Keep going, you are not alone." There are so many ways life loves you that you may not have noticed yet. Life loves you through rest, through silence, through pauses that give your heart time to heal, through closed doors that save you from what was not meant for you, through inner nudges that turn you in a better direction, through people who arrive at the right time, through the small beauty that appears when your spirit most needs to remember that goodness still exists. Love is not only in big moments, it is in ordinary moments too. A quiet breeze, a kind word, a deep breath, a sudden feeling of calm, a little courage returning to your heart. These are all forms of love. Sometimes the reason people do not feel deeply loved is not because love is missing, but because pain has made them guarded. When the heart has been disappointed, it can become careful. When life has been hard, it can become difficult to trust softness. The heart begins to protect itself. It begins to expect less. It begins to believe that if it does not hope too much, it will not be hurt too much. And if that is true for you, then be very gentle with yourself. There is nothing wrong with the part of you that became careful. It was trying to keep you safe. But still, there is a deeper truth waiting underneath that carefulness. The deeper truth is that love has not stopped reaching for you. You do not have to force yourself to feel surrounded by love in one instant. You do not have to pretend that old hurt is not real. But you can begin to open a little. You can begin to say, maybe love is closer than I think. Maybe life has been loving me in ways I did not know how to name. Maybe support has been showing up quietly. Maybe I'm not as alone as fear tells me I am. These small maybes matter. They open a door. They let light in. They create room in the heart for something softer than constant self-protection. There is something beautiful that happens when you begin to feel loved by life. You stop pushing so hard. You stop feeling like you must earn every good thing through struggle. You stop believing that you are separate from care. You begin to soften into trust. You begin to notice beauty more easily. You begin to receive small blessings instead of brushing past them. You begin to let kindness reach you, and slowly the whole world starts to feel a little less cold. Not because everything becomes perfect, but because you are no longer moving through life as if it has abandoned you. Being deeply loved by life does not mean nothing difficult ever happens. It means difficulty is not the whole story. It means pain is not proof that love has left. It means even in hard seasons, there is support. Even in grief, there can be holding. Even in confusion, there can be guidance. Even in delay, there can be care. Love is often present in the way you are sustained through things you thought would break you. It is present in the way healing slowly returns. It is present in the way you keep finding strength you did not know you had. It is present in the way your heart, even after so much, still wants to open again. Maybe no one has said this to you in a long time, so let it be said clearly now. You do not have to earn the right to be loved by life. You do not have to reach a certain level of healing before love can reach you. You do not have to become wiser, calmer, or more complete before you are worthy of tenderness. You are worthy now. You are held now. You are loved now. Right in the middle of your becoming, right in the middle of your questions, right in the middle of your ordinary morning. Love is not waiting somewhere far away. It is already here, asking only that you let some of it in. Sometimes it helps to look back and notice all the ways life has carried you. There were days you thought you would not make it through, and somehow you did. There were moments you thought your straining each was gone, and still something in you kept going. There were times help appeared when you least expected it. There were moments of peace in the middle of chaos. There were small gifts, small mercies, small signs that you were not alone after all. These things matter. They are not accidents to rush past. They are reminders. They are little footprints of love across your life. When you begin to notice these things, gratitude starts to grow naturally. Not forced gratitude, not the kind that ignores pain, but quiet gratitude, honest gratitude, the kind that says, yes, some things are hard, but I can also see that I have been held. I can also see that life has not stopped loving me. I can also see that there is still goodness here. This kind of gratitude softens the heart. It helps you receive love instead of staying closed to it. It helps you trust that care is still present, even in simple forms. Let yourself imagine for a moment that life is not standing far away from you, waiting to judge you. Imagine instead that life is near, warm, patient, and kind. Imagine that love is woven into the air around you. Imagine that every breath is a small reminder that you are being sustained. Imagine that the morning light itself is touching your face as if to say, begin again. You are still loved here. This is not childish. This is healing. The heart needs images of kindness. The soul needs reminders that the world is not only hard. There is gentleness here too. There is care here too. And when you start the morning from that place, everything shifts a little. You stop asking, what do I have to prove today? And begin asking, how can I receive the love already present today? You stop moving as if the world is only demand and begin noticing where life is also gift. You stop living as if you are alone inside your own skin and begin to feel that something larger is holding you from within and all around. That feeling changes the way you walk into the day. It changes the way you speak to yourself. It changes the way you carry your own heart. You are allowed to rest in this truth for a moment. You are deeply loved by life. Say it silently if you want. Let it pass through you slowly. I am deeply loved by life. Notice how different that feels from the old inner voice of pressure. Notice how different it feels from the voice that says you are alone, behind, forgotten, or not enough. This truth does not shame you. It does not rush you. It does not demand that you become anything other than what you are in this moment. It simply holds you. It simply reminds you. It simply says you belong to love more than you belong to fear. If the mind argues, let it argue softly in the background while the heart listens to something kinder. The mind may say, but what about this? What about that? What about all the times I did not feel loved? And you do not have to fight those thoughts. Just let a deeper truth sit beside them. Let the deeper truth say, and still love remains. And still life is carrying me. And still I am here. And still I am not outside the reach of grace. Sometimes healing is not about silencing every fearful thought. Sometimes it is about placing a truer thought in the room and letting it stay. So as this morning continues, let yourself walk with this feeling. Let it be quiet if it needs to be quiet. Let it be simple. You do not need fireworks to know that love is real. You only need a willing heart. A heart that is open enough to notice the small kindness of being alive. A heart that is open enough to see support in ordinary things. A heart that is open enough to say, maybe life really is for me. Maybe love really is here. Maybe I really am held. That is enough for now. More than enough. To know that you are not forgotten. To know that you are not alone. To know that beneath all the moving parts of life, there is still a loving presence carrying you. Let that truth walk with you today. Let it soften the way you speak to yourself. Let it soften the way you meet the unknown. Let it soften the way you hold your own heart. You are deeply loved by life, and this morning is already trying to show you. Now, let yourself move into a softer inner space. Let the morning become still for a moment. Let the breath slow down a little more. Let the body settle where it is. And in this quiet, imagine a warm golden light around you, not far away from you, not above you in some unreachable place, but right here, gently surrounding you. It is above you, around you, beneath you, and within you. It is soft, peaceful, and steady. It does not rush you. It does not ask anything hard from you. It simply holds you. This light is not harsh. It is not bright in a way that startles you. It is gentle, like the first sunlight of morning when the world is still quiet and the heart is still learning how to wake. It touches your shoulders and softens them. It touches your chest and eases the tightness there. It touches your face and smooths away the strain you did not even know you were holding. It reaches every place in you that has felt burdened, guarded, tired, or unsure, and without saying a word, it gives comfort. Just imagine yourself sitting or standing inside this light. There is nothing you need to do to earn it. You do not need to become more peaceful before it reaches you. You do not need to become more spiritual, more certain, or more healed before it surrounds you. The light is here because you are here. It holds you because you are worthy of being held. It shines on you because love does not wait until everything is perfect. Love meets you in the middle of your real life, in the middle of your real morning, in the middle of your real heart. As you imagine this golden light, notice how safe it feels. It does not close around you. It opens around you. It gives space, not pressure. It gives calm, not demand. And as it rests around you, you begin to feel that you do not have to carry yourself so heavily anymore. You do not have to keep proving that you can manage everything alone. You do not have to hold every fear so tightly. This light is like a quiet reminder that you are supported. You are covered in care. You are not outside of love. Maybe the mind wants to say this is only imagination. Let it say that if it wants. The heart knows something deeper. The heart understands that images can heal. The heart understands that when you picture yourself held in peace, the body begins to respond. The breath changes. The chest opens. The inner noise starts to soften. Sometimes what we imagine with love becomes a bridge back to truth. And the truth here is simple. You are not alone inside this day. You are held by something steady, warm, and kind. Let the golden light grow a little stronger now. Not sharper, just fuller. Let it spread through your body like warmth moving through cold hands. Feel it moving into the places where fear has been sitting. Feel it moving into the stomach where worry can gather. Feel it moving into the throat where unspoken pressure can stay. Feel it moving into the mind where restless thoughts have been circling. Let the light enter all of those places without force. It does not have to push anything away. Its presence is enough. Its warmth is enough. Its quiet steadiness is enough. There is something so beautiful about being able to picture yourself inside peace before the day fully begins. It changes the way you enter the hours ahead. It tells your body that calm is possible. It tells your mind that it does not have to run ahead and search for danger in every direction. It tells your heart that it is allowed to feel supported now, not only after everything goes well. This kind of inner picture becomes a shelter, a gentle place you can return to whenever the world feels too loud. And perhaps that is what you need most right now. Not more pressure, not more advice, not more force, but a place inside yourself where you can feel safe enough to soften. This golden light can become that place. You can return to it any time, in the morning before the day begins, in the middle of a difficult moment, in the evening when you are tired, in the small pauses between one task and the next. You can close your eyes for a breath and remember it. You can feel it around you again. You can let it remind you that peace is not as far away as fear says it is. Imagine the light above your head like a gentle blessing. Imagine it around your shoulders like protection. Imagine it around your heart like tenderness. Imagine it beneath your feet like steady ground. And imagine it within you as a quiet truth that can not be taken away. The truth is that you are guided. The truth is that you are loved. The truth is that you are held in ways deeper than the mind can fully explain. This light is only helping you feel what was already true. If there is a part of you that feels tired, let the light rest there. If there is a part of you that feels afraid, let the light rest there too. If there is a part of you that feels lonely, uncertain, or worn down, let the light touch that place gently. You do not need to hide any part of yourself from love. You do not need to become more polished before you let peace in. Everything in you can be met here. Everything in you can be seen here. Everything in you can be held here. There is no rush in this light. It is patient. It knows how to wait with you. It knows how to stay with you while your heart opens little by little. It does not demand instant trust. It simply remains. This is what real love feels like. It stays. It does not disappear because you are still healing. It does not pull away because you still have questions. It does not become cold because you have hard mornings sometimes. It remains warm, gentle, and available. Stay here for another moment and breathe as if you truly are surrounded by this softness. Let yourself believe, even for one breath, that you are being carried in kindness. Let yourself believe that the day ahead can meet a calmer version of you, a more grounded version, a more open version. Not because you forced yourself into peace, but because you let peace touch you first. You let the light come close. You let love become felt instead of only imagined. And if you want, you can say softly inside yourself, I am held in light. I am surrounded by peace. I am safe here. These words are simple, but they can deepen the feeling. They can help the body listen. They can help the heart stay open. They can help the mind stop arguing long enough for something gentler to be felt. You are not pretending. You are practicing a new way of being with yourself. A kinder way, a more trusting way, a way that remembers that support is not absent. The morning may still carry responsibilities, but you do not have to carry them in fear. The day may still hold unknowns, but you do not have to enter them feeling alone. This golden light is your reminder. Before the tasks, before the choices, before the noise, there is still a field of peace available to you. There is still a place where your spirit can rest. There is still a way to begin the day feeling held instead of hunted by your own thoughts. Let this light become part of your morning memory. Let it stay with you as a feeling, not only an image, a feeling of warmth, a feeling of protection, a feeling of being guided from within, a feeling of being deeply loved without condition. You do not have to see the whole path right now. You only need to know that you are not walking in darkness alone. There is light with you. There is light around you. There is light within you. And the more you let yourself rest inside it, the more peaceful your steps become. Now that your heart has touched a calmer place, you can begin to loosen what you have been carrying. You do not need to carry every fear into this day. You do not need to bring every old worry with you into the morning. You do not need to hold every tension in your body as if it were your job to keep the world together. There is so much that can be gently released now. Not by force, not by pressure, not by trying to become instantly free of every burden, but by softening enough to let go little by little. Fear can feel heavy because it asks you to hold too much. It asks you to carry the future before it arrives. It asks you to prepare for pain that may never come. It asks you to repeat old stories in your mind until they feel more real than the peace that is actually here. Worry does the same. It circles and circles trying to solve life by repeating fear. Tension then settles into the body. It settles into the shoulders, the stomach, the jaw, the breath. It becomes such a familiar feeling that many people stop noticing how heavy it really is. But the body notices. The heart notices. The soul notices. And all of them long for release. So begin simply. Take one slow breath in, and as you breathe out, imagine that you are letting go of one layer of fear. Not all of it at once, just one layer, one little grip loosening, one small knot softening, one tiny piece of pressure leaving the body. Then breathe again, and as you breathe out, let one layer of worry leave with the breath. Let it go gently. You do not need to throw it away angrily. You do not need to fight it. Just let it move out of you as naturally as the breath moves out. Sometimes people think letting go means they no longer care. But letting go is not indifference. Letting go is trust. It is saying, I will care without crushing myself. I will love without carrying what is not mine to carry. I will take my steps, but I will not drag fear with me, as if fear were a form of wisdom. Letting go means you stop giving your life energy to what keeps closing your heart. It means you make room for peace to enter where pressure has been living. There may be certain worries you wake up with often. Maybe worry about the future. Maybe worry about being enough. Maybe worry about whether everything will work out. Maybe worry about something you cannot fix right now. Let this be a morning where you do not push those worries deeper into your body. Let this be a morning where you do not pretend they are not there, but also do not worship them. You can notice them and still release them. You can feel them and still breathe through them. You can say, "Yes, I see you, but you do not get to lead me today." That is an important kind of freedom. Fear may visit, but it does not have to become the voice that guides your steps. Worry may appear, but it does not have to decide how your heart feels all day. Tension may rise, but it does not have to become your normal state. You can interrupt the old pattern. You can pause. You can breathe. You can open the hand that has been clenched around so many invisible burdens. You can allow your body to feel what it is like to not hold everything so tightly. Imagine for a moment that all the fear, worry, and tension you have been carrying are like stones in your hands. Some are big, some are small, but together they are heavy. You have held them for so long that they have begun to feel familiar. But familiar does not mean they belong with you forever. Familiar does not mean they are part of your truth. So now imagine setting those stones down, one by one. The fear of what might happen, set it down. The worry that you are behind, set it down. The tension that says you must carry everything alone, set it down. The old pressure to prove, set it down. Notice the feeling of empty hands. Notice the space that appears when you stop gripping. Notice how even imagining release begins to change the body. The shoulders drop a little. The breath becomes deeper. The chest loosens. The mind slows down. This is what happens when you stop treating every fear as a command. This is what happens when you stop giving tension all the power. Space returns. Softness returns. The heart can breathe again. You are allowed to trust that not everything needs to be solved in this moment. You are allowed to trust that your peace matters even while life is still unfolding. You are allowed to trust that carrying worry all day is not the same thing as being responsible. In fact, worry often makes things harder to see. It clouds the inner voice. It tightens the body. It steals the calm needed to hear guidance clearly. When you release worry, even a little, you do not become careless. You become clearer. You become more present. You become more able to meet life from a grounded place instead of a fearful one. There is also a kind of grief in letting go, not because fear is good, but because fear can become familiar. Worry can start to feel like company. Tension can begin to feel like protection. So when you release them, part of you may feel exposed for a moment. If that happens, be gentle. Do not rush to fill the empty space with new worry. Let the space stay open. Let peace enter it slowly. Let trust enter it slowly. Let your body learn that open space is not danger. Open space can be healing. Open space can be rest. Open space can be where love is finally felt. With each breath today, you can practice this release. Inhale peace. Exhale control. Inhale trust. Exhale pressure. Inhale softness. Exhale fear. These are shash, and not just nice words. They change the way the morning moves through you. They teach your system another rhythm. They teach your body that calm is possible. They teach your mind that it does not have to do all its old work to keep you safe. They teach your heart that it can stay open while still being wise. You do not need to let go perfectly. You do not need to become a person who never worries again. This is not about perfection. It is about willingness. It is about saying, I am willing to release what is hurting me. I am willing to stop carrying what I cannot control. I am willing to begin the day with more trust and less pressure. That willingness is powerful. It is enough to begin. It is enough to create a new direction inside. And as you release, notice what wants to come in. More breath, more room in the body, more softness in the chest, more steadiness in the mind, more kindness in the way you speak to yourself. Release is never only about what leaves. It is also about what becomes possible when what is heavy no longer takes up all the space. When fear loosens, peace can enter. When worry quiets, guidance can be heard. When tension softens, love can be felt more deeply. Let this be the truth you carry forward now. You do not need to hold fear in order to stay safe. You do not need to hold worry in order for life to work. You do not need to hold tension in order to be strong. Real strength is often softer than that. Real strength is knowing when to unclench. Real strength is trusting when fear wants to control. Real strength is allowing life to meet you without armoring yourself against every unknown. So breathe again and let one more layer go. The day does not need that layer. Your heart does not need that layer. Your body does not need that layer. Let it leave. Let it go as gently as morning mist fading when light appears. Let it go without drama. Let it go without shame. Let it go because you are ready for a kinder way of beginning. Let it go because peace is worthy of space inside you. Let it go because you were never meant to carry every invisible burden all at once. Now that you have touched safety, guidance, love, light, and release, let the morning become a place of alignment. Let it become a place where you choose how you want to meet the day. Not from old fear, not from the pressure to control, but from trust and openness. This is the kind of beginning that changes everything slowly and deeply. Because the way you start inside becomes the energy you bring into every hour that follows. Trust does not mean you know exactly how the whole day will go. Trust means you are willing to meet the day with a softer heart. Trust means you believe that even if everything does not happen the way you expect, life can still hold you. Openness means you say, "Op closing," before the day has even had a chance to offer you anything good. Openness means you stop assuming struggle must lead everything. It means you leave room for help, for peace, for grace, for something beautiful to meet you in places you did not plan. There is great power in choosing your morning on purpose. So many people let the morning happen to them. They wake up and immediately fall into the old mind, the old fear, the old rush, the old pressure. But you can choose differently. You can begin by asking, what kind of energy do I want to stand in today? Do I want to begin from worry or from trust? Do I want to begin from tension or from openness? Do I want to enter the day with a closed fist or with open hands? These questions matter because they direct the heart. A simple morning practice can change the feeling of the whole day. Before you move too quickly, before you let outer demands take over, pause and breathe. Place your hand on your heart if you want. Feel your body. Feel the morning. Then speak a few simple truths into yourself. Today I choose peace. Today I trust life. Today I am open to love. Today I receive guidance. Today I move gently. Today I let good find me. These are small sentences, but they shape your inner ground. They help you begin from truth instead of habit. The beauty of morning trust is that it does not need to be dramatic. It can be very quiet. It can be one slow breath before getting out of bed. It can be one gentle pause at the window. It can be one hand on the heart in the middle of a busy house. It can be one whispered affirmation while brushing your teeth or making tea. It does not matter how simple it is. What matters is the energy behind it. What matters is that you are no longer handing your first moments to fear without question. You are choosing to begin with intention. Trust and openness also change the way you notice the day. When you begin in fear, you mostly notice what feels wrong. When you begin in openness, you begin to notice what is helping you. A kind word, a little calm, an answer arriving at the right time, a problem feeling smaller than it did at first, a moment of beauty you might have missed, a sense that something is quietly working in your favor. This is one of the gifts of alignment. The outer world may not become perfect, but your way of meeting it becomes softer and clearer, and that alone changes so much. There is no need to force this openness. Forced openness is still pressure. Real openness is a willingness. It says, I do not know exactly what today will bring, but I am willing to let it bring more than fear. I am willing to let peace be real today. I am willing to let support be real today. I am willing to notice love today. I am willing to be helped. I am willing to be surprised by goodness. That kind of willingness opens a beautiful door inside. It gives the heart a new posture, a more trusting posture, a more spacious posture. If you have spent a long time beginning the day in survival mode, this may feel new. Be patient with yourself. You are not trying to become a different person overnight. You are simply planting a new seed, and seeds do not need to prove themselves on the first morning. They only need care. They only need repetition. They only need a little light and a little willingness. Over time, this morning trust becomes more natural. Over time, your body begins to expect peace instead of pressure. Over time, your first thoughts become kinder. Over time, the day begins with more grace. You may want to create a simple rhythm for yourself. Wake, breathe, place your hand on your heart. Speak your morning truth. Sit in silence for a moment, then step into the day. Even this small rhythm can become sacred. Not because it is perfect, but because it reminds you who you are before the world starts asking things of you. It reminds you that you are more than your tasks, more than your worries, more than your rushing mind. You are a soul inside a life, and your soul needs a gentle beginning too. And as you step into the day from this place, you carry a different energy with you. You carry less fear. You carry less tension. You carry more presence, more groundedness, more softness. This kind of energy changes the way you speak, the way you listen, the way you decide, the way you respond when something unexpected happens. You do not react as quickly from panic. You remember the breath sooner. You remember that life is with you sooner. You remember that you can pause, listen, and stay open. This is how trust becomes practical. It is not only a feeling, it becomes a way of moving, a way of speaking, a way of beginning again, even in the middle of the day if you need to. If you lose your center later, you can always return to the morning truth. You can pause and say, I choose peace again. I trust life again. I open my heart again. That is the beauty of this kind of practice. It is never lost. You can return to it anytime. So let this morning become a quiet agreement between you and life. You will not begin with fear if you do not have to. You will not rush into tension as if it were your only option. You will remember your breath. You will remember your worth. You will remember that life can still surprise you with support, guidance, and love. You will remain open enough to receive the good that is already trying to make its way toward you. And maybe that is what this day needs most from you. Not perfection, not endless effort, not harsh control. Maybe it needs your trust. Maybe it needs your openness. Maybe it needs your calm heart more than your worried mind. Maybe it needs the version of you who can say, I am here, I am breathing, I am open, and I trust that I do not walk alone. That version of you changes the whole day, one moment at a time. So before you go any further, speak a few quiet morning truths again. Today I choose peace. Today I trust life. Today I welcome love. Today I am open to guidance. Today I release pressure. Today I receive the good meant for me. Let these words become the rhythm of your morning. Let them shape the energy you stand in. Let them remind you that the day does not have to be dragged. It can be entered gently. It can be entered with faith. It can be entered with an open heart. As this morning settles more deeply into your heart, let yourself rest for a moment in everything you have remembered. You are safe in this moment. You are being guided even when you cannot see the full path. You are deeply loved by life. You are held in light. You are allowed to release fear, worry, and tension. You are allowed to begin the day with trust and openness. These truths are not far away from you. They are here now, already waiting inside the quiet part of you that knows how to listen. There is no need to rush away from this feeling. There is no need to leave peace behind, just because the day will soon become active. You can carry this calm with you. You can carry this softness with you. You can carry this remembrance with you. It can go with you into your steps, your words, your choices, and your thoughts. It can go with you into the unknown parts of the day. It can stay with you when things are easy and when things feel tender. Peace does not belong only to still moments. Peace can walk with you. Let your breath be slow again. Let your shoulders drop once more. Let your heart feel the quiet warmth of being met gently. This is enough for now. You do not need to figure out everything. You do not need to know every answer. You do not need to force a perfect day. You only need to move forward with the truth that you are not alone, not forgotten, not unsupported. Life is with you. Love is with you. Guidance is with you. And that is enough to begin. Maybe there will still be moments later when fear tries to return. Maybe there will be moments when the old pressure rises again. If that happens, be kind to yourself. Do not think you have failed. Just return. Return to the breath. Return to the hand on the heart. Return to the light. Return to the simple words that bring you home. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. You can begin again as many times as you need to. Peace is patient. It will meet you again and again. There is something very beautiful about starting the day without fighting it. There is something healing about choosing softness instead of strain. There is something powerful about trusting that life knows how to meet you. You do not need to make everything happen through force. You do not need to prove your worth through pressure. You do not need to enter the morning carrying all the weight alone. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to let life hold you. And now, as you prepare to move into the rest of this day, let the final feeling be one of quiet certainty, not loud certainty, not forced certainty, just a calm knowing deep inside, a knowing that says, I will be okay, a knowing that says, I do not walk alone, a knowing that says, what I need will meet me, a knowing that says, love is present even now. This kind of certainty is gentle, but it is strong. It steadies the heart. It steadies the steps. It gives the soul room to breathe. So let these words settle into you one last time. I am safe. I am guided. I am deeply loved. Let them become your inner sunrise. Let them become the quiet ground beneath this day. Let them become the soft strength you carry into every hour. And as you move forward now, may you notice the small signs of support, the little moments of peace, the quiet beauty that keeps reaching toward you. May you feel life meeting you with kindness. May you remember that all is well, even while everything is still unfolding. This morning does not need you to be perfect. It only needs you to be present. It only asks that you begin with a softer heart, a calmer breath, and a willingness to trust what love has been trying to show you all along. You are safe right now. You are guided right now. You are deeply loved right now. Let that truth stay with you as the day unfolds. Let it steady your thoughts, soften your body, and open your heart. Walk gently today. Expect peace, expect help, expect quiet grace. And whenever you need to, come back to this moment within you where love is still holding you.